So there are lots of people that have seen the play that you guys mounted in 2018, of which you won Tonys and such. But people, especially in the LGBTQ community, some people were really outspoken opponents to what was going on. You know, for me, I'll just tell you this. I flinched every time the N word was used for black people. I flinched every time the F word was used for gay people. Because, you know, right now in 2020, that, you know, that's just not done, right? But you kept it true to, yes, it's not in our vocabulary, but you kept it true for the time and the period and everything, which I thought was very brave of you guys. But for yourself, when you guys were talking about mounting and when you were talking with Joe Mantella and everything, did that give you any kind of room for pause for any of the cast? Were you guys at all concerned about the language?
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of conversations about that in rehearsal, but I think, as you said, you know, it's written in 1968. It was important to sort of, you know, keep it there and frame it in that time, because we are talking about pre-Stonewall. We are talking about, you know, being in the middle of the civil rights movement. Like, you know, language was different then, and I think, you know, so as hard as it was to hear and is, you know, just it's so antithetical to how a lot of people behave today. But I think we had to just sort of acknowledge it and say that, you know, at this stage in our you know, in our lives in 1968, this is, you know, how a lot of people talk. And it, you know, it informed many moments in the show, particularly, you know, towards the end of the show. I think Michael Benjamin Washington did such a beautiful job.
Beautiful.
Sort of exploring, you know, being two minorities at that time, being both a black man but also as a gay man. And I think that he found such a heartfelt and unique way into that character that I was just always blown away by. That he made that character, I think, a much stronger character than it might seem on the page. And I just think it's such a beautiful performance. And he's been my friend since we were 18. So,
wow.
Yeah, we were roommates in a college scholarship audition. We met when we were still in high school. So it was such a trip that all these years later, at, you know, we were, I think, you know, 39 when we did the play, to like get to, you know, be together on stage on Broadway. It was just so exciting and so fun to get to work with them.